It's always a pretty cute mechanic. Let's see. They got people jumping in, jumping out. Okay. I think we've got everybody. All right. Okay, we got everybody. Is there anyone that would like to sum up what happened last week? No? Okay. All right. I can
I
sum
was.
up what happened last week. I mean, if nobody else
I
wants to.
mean, I didn't want to monopolize the summing up. Toothless can certainly do it if no one else wants to.
Yeah, I felt like that was definitely an auction house going once, going twice situation. So yeah, if you wanna take it away for us, you certainly can.
Well, we let's see. We ran into a giant snake after exploring some rooms in the house.
Mm-hmm.
It squeezed me a little bit harder than I wanted to. I fell into a well. I woke up seeing some of your friendly faces looking down at me. Um, let's see. We slept in the well. That was really nice. A little stinky, but not too bad. And we also left a little hobbit human thing to kind of go. I think she maybe was with the bandits. Hopefully, she doesn't come back while we sleep in the well for 8 hours.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty succinct. Go ahead and take DM inspiration. We will rejoin everybody at the bottom of the well and sort of just take it from there. So let me get you guys over to the appropriate map.
I really wanted to create a character builder for Buddy on like the pirate one. I didn't want to ruin it.
Yeah, little buddy. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the cooking build is man, there's some really cool characters for that. Final Fantasy IX had a cooking character that was super weird. That's like the only real cooking character I remember. I guess Final Fantasy 15 has a cooking character, but I haven't played that one. So
That was
all right.
very fun if you like road trips.
Yeah.
With
Only
boys.
if there's a bunch of Bishonen guys and a cute auto mechanic who goes around in impractical clothes. Does it have either of those things?
It has all those things and more.
Oh my goodness! Well, I'm glad I got it on Black Friday for $10. So it's definitely on my to-do list. All right, so at the bottom of this here spooky well, located next to the house that crawls. So let's get rid of this chill Skellige music and kind of jump into some more spoopy ambient while we figure out what the next move is. So we got some waves down by the ocean. There we go. We got some spooky house music. There we go. All right. And you guys are resting for 8 hours. So that'd be a good time for me to go ahead and check check the weather for the day. Someone eating their microphone. Let's see. All right. So you guys are beginning in the spring. You live in a temperate climate. The weather today is going to be cloudy. Do I need to do Celsius for anybody, or is Fahrenheit okay?
That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Fahrenheit
Cool. Cool. So, completely moderate temperatures today. Going to be a high of 56, a low of 38. A very, very light wind. Barely there. And cloudy. So that is the day that will be waiting for you as you awaken. So, you've concealed the rope. You have managed to rest for 8 hours. What will you do now?
I want to find Buddy. Can I see Buddy anywhere?
Yeah, Buddy is curled up in the crook of Toothless's arms. Not really curled up. That would imply that he had the ability to curl up, but he looks curled up because of how Toothless is holding him.
And Toothless is kind of like singing. He's like singing a sweet little song to Buddy.
Aw, that's nice. All right. So, Yeah, you guys awaken. Some quick matter of business. Skull. Um, while you were sort of settling in for the night, trying to sort of find a good
I don't
place
think I
to
ever really
rest.
woke up.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
did
wake
you
up. I
like? I
was
guess
knocked
you.
out for the entire time.
Yeah. So I guess after you awaken from the
Yes.
long rest, and everyone regains half their total hit dice if they were missing any. Um, yeah, as you awaken and you kind of start to look around, you are in a well full of bones and mud and water and a big dead snake that
Mm.
is just sort of floating like a coiled up poop emoji, just kind of floating in this little grotto. Your companions are all around you. Each of them in different states of rest and preparation, just to kind of like develop some character here and sort of get some flav. What if the camera were to pan over your character during this long rest down in the spooky well? What would your character be doing, Haxel?
Axel on me.
My guy was kind of researching his gem book, kind of going
Okay.
through it. Um, I think at some point he would have gotten bored and pulled out his pan flute maybe and
Okay.
did a little song of rest or something.
Cool.
Um,
Dig it.
he also is taking this time to look at the other people around, to really kind of consider them um, and watch them. And that's
Alrighty. Toothless. What like on any given moment during this 8-hour rest, what would people see?
Oh, I think they'd see me kind of singing a little bit of a lullaby to Buddy, checking on my spider eggs, and waiting for everyone to be ready to go up.
Mm. Yeah, the custom of singing to spawn is foreign to lizard folk, but definitely um definitely a fun thing to be trying out for yourself, for sure. So um yeah, cool. uh Not to say that lizard folk don't have fun with their kids. I mean, you might have fond memories of like riding around on your one of the elders' heads, uh, little head back ride sort of situation, leatherback ride. I think that might work. I don't know. All right. So, Skull, as you're kind of resting and recuperating and sort of waking up from this, and you look around and see the situation, what would the general sense of Skull be down here?
Well, he'd probably be pretty. Let me think. He would be sort of frustrated with himself. He wouldn't. He didn't like being surprised by the snake. Um, rather taken down by the snake. He'd be pretty frustrated. So I think the first thing he'd probably do is take out some of that frustration on the snake.
Oh, okay. All right. So you just kind of beating on the snake a little bit.
Well, yeah, he'd take out its sword. He'd cut its belly open. He wants to probably get some kind of trophy, probably a fang if he could.
Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely bloating up at this point. 6 to 8 hours of decomposition.
Yeah, he'd probably
kind of
drag
thing.
some of it onto the rocky shore here.
Yeah. So as you kind of slice this thing open, there is just this terrible stink that kind of comes forth from its bloated stomach sac, and the gases that have built up just sort of belch forth the contents
He considers his
of its
allies for a
stomach.
moment, and then he goes back to doing it.
All right. And as it sort of, almost kind of inside outs its contents into the pile here, you see the mostly digested remains of a human or humanoid person. And you also see the partially slash mostly digested remains of a giant weasel that were apparently just kind of sitting in its little stomach sack, slowly being digested.
Yeah.
The human has a cloak on, a long coat that seems to have survived the process, and that is how it was magically delivered to your character.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
Um,
he'll grab
yeah.
it. He'll like inspect it for a bit. He'll notice it's pretty small. Try and put it on, and then it's too small for him. Obviously, he'll be just about to be taking off before I guess it would magically adjust itself.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, kind of lets loose in the right areas and kind of dramatically kind of
Yeah.
flaps
So he
down.
puts it on too small. He takes it off, but then right as he's taking off, notices probably adjusts, and then yeah, he'll put it on, and I guess all the his allies would almost see um, him get a smile, almost, and then he'll notice that they notice that, and then he'll go back to a scowl.
Gotcha. All right. The Yeah, it's interesting. The body itself is worth noting because they are wearing chainmail, um, and underneath the long coat, and the chainmail has sort of like some heraldry on
Hmm.
the chest piece. Like there's like sort of a enameled badge that is kind of built into the armor.
Okay. I guess he'll probably take that. What does it look like? The only symbol we've seen so far is the traditionalist. Does it look like that one?
Yes, it does,
Uh,
which would indicate that this is probably a guard
hmm.
from Saltmarsh.
Okay. Well, here's one. Two more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll
Is there
take
any
the
kind of
chainmail.
like,
Maybe the old lady
yeah,
will want it. Maybe
Yeah, is there any
later.
kind of identifiers or anything um, on the body? Yeah, so you could give me an investigation or even a medicine check on the body that might turn up a little bit more information. Anybody could do that, by the way. So
Uh,
Is
investigation.
Haxel
I'll take a look to see if I can figure it out.
all right.
Oh.
Yeah, so Haxel, the first thing that you notice is this is not a man. This is a woman, or it was a woman,
okay.
and it is definitely a human woman. As far as other details, it's pretty gruesome. Stomach acid is kind of melted away. Um, a lot of the discernible features of the face and things like that. You kind of look them over or look her over for any sign of anything that would sort of identify them. And they do have a wedding ring on. It is a simple affair, just a simple gold band. I mean, I guess you could sell it if you wanted to for like 3 gold.
I'll take it off, see if there's any inscription.
On the inside, it says to Matilda Eternal.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay, so
Axel
I got
just
some
kind of
chainmail and I got
close her eyes.
a chainmail.
Alrighty. Did you guys get a list of the missing guards, or were you just told that the patrol went missing?
Just told that 3 guards were missing.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So continuing this sort of pan around, Thogrum, during this long rest, what would people see if they looked over at Thogrum when he is not sleeping, or even when he is sleeping? Maybe he does something adorable when he's sleeping, or
It-
like what do they see when they see Thogrum during the rest?
He's just kind of leaning up against his shield, and every like half second to second, he just like kind of like cuts his eyes and like looks over at the doll just to see if it's moved any. Because every time he closes his eyes, he feels like the doll's gonna move. You know,
Yeah,
and he's gonna be the one on the edges.
it's unusual. It could just be the restlessness of Toothless and his excitement at finding this amazing this amazing item. But yeah, it does seem to be always in a slightly different pose when you look over. Um, but it always, no matter what, seems to be looking at you every time you
I'm
look
gonna
over there.
I'm gonna pretty much wake up startled, like holding my hammer like it's a
Yeah.
doll and shaking it, like no, get away from me, no! Ah!
All
And then
right.
wake up and like look around and see if anybody saw that. Like
I mean, maybe everyone's too polite to acknowledge that they saw it. I'm not sure.
stand up and kind of brush myself off and like.
Yeah, so it wasn't the best sleep for sure, but you were tired enough from your exertions that you still managed to kind of sleep and get that rest. But in your long life, this has been one of the worst attempts at sleep you've ever had. I'm thinking.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Illyria, what would people see if they're looking over at you while you're resting?
She'd be deep in her notebook, drawing, taking notes, and when she saw a skull take a stab at the insides of the snake, she'd probably start drawing the insides of the snake
All
and
right.
like trying to like look through the bones, see besides like what types of things this thing ate besides just humans.
It seems that this creature, what with it being like 45, 50 feet long, um, anything it could get a hold of, you actually see the bones of a sea turtle. You see sort of the carapace of a giant crab. You see lots of rodent bones. You see some bird bones, even some fish bones. So this thing definitely made its way down to the shoreline, to the beach, to hunt as well.
Cool.
Which makes you wonder if this well has maybe been compromised and connects to the ocean in some way, and it uses that to get around. You haven't really tasted the water, so you're not sure if it's still fresh, if it's gone bad, uh, if it's saline. But you do know that snakes, in addition to being able to climb, are also very good at swimming.
Huh.
All right, cool. And Tari, what would people see during the long rest as you are sort of resting up from the crazed adventures that have happened so far?
Uh, I think she would curl into like the smallest ball possible, kind of in the most tucked away corner of the place.
Mm.
So maybe like not a ton, not much.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so you just kind of curl up and try to sort of rest it out and move on with your life past this very creepy, very gross situation that you guys are in. All right, so you gain the full benefits of your long rest. You found what you believe to be a corpse of one of the guards, and your concealed rope was not severed in the night and is still dangling down from up above. Am I to assume that you guys would like to exit the well and sort of continue your adventures?
Yeah, Pilgrim's gonna want to get out of the well like as soon as possible.
All right. Now you did a lot of adventuring at night, because no time like the present sort of situation. But now it is daytime. So let me change the lighting up top so that you have a little bit more light to work with.
Do might we do a bit of strategy while we're in the well before we come out?
Oh,
I'm gonna
certainly.
stop.
Maybe have a game plan going in.
I'm gonna stop like halfway up the rope and like kind of pause for a second, like, and then kind of slowly slide down.
So I think we finished the downstairs area, right? So we've got the upstairs and downstairs area pretty much.
We didn't get
Invested.
the two corner rooms. I don't think. I think before we could open the corner rooms, the door to outside was opened.
And didn't we find like a big rug in one of the
Yeah,
rooms
trapdoor.
and a trapdoor?
Yeah. So ultimately, we need to go back there. But we could, on our way, we could just check those other 2 rooms real quick and then go through the old.
Yeah.
Sounds good. There
Yeah,
might be some spiders over there, but let's see what we can find.
Alrighty. I will move you guys back up next to the well in the backyard area. Oh, I should probably leave the snake there. It's fine. All right. There we go. All right. So, yeah, your dynamic lighting is probably going to go crazy because of all the busted windows and holes that are in this house. So the house itself is still very dark on this cloudy day, but the sunlight does shine in through a variety of broken boards, broken glass, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in the side yard here, next to the old spooky well. This is the door that you were unceremoniously attacked through. And I guess you guys head back inside to continue your explorations. All right, there is a door here to the east. Yeah, because the top of the map is east in this particular map.
I'll take a listen.
Okay. Go ahead and give me perception, or are you just going to rely on your passive perception?
Passive.
All right, your passive's 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Peter tingle is like one in every group right now. All right. Yeah, as you listen at the door, you can hear a faint sort of skittering sound, like a scratchy type sound. It is faint, but it is obviously being made by decently sized animals of some kind that are on the other side of the door, somewhere in that room.
More insects in that room, everyone. Who wants to go first if anyone does?
Would you
And
like me
Toothless
to?
will move all the way out of the way.
Okay.
I guess I'll open the door.
All right.
So I'm just gonna slowly open the door.
Okay. Yeah. The door is not locked, and you can slowly open the door. It reveals a kitchen. The kitchen has a number of features that I will tell you about. Let's see. We've got stairs that lead up to the second floor, and we've got a door right there on the southern side of the room. And what else is going on here? Oh my goodness, so much interesting stuff. Let's see. This is obviously a kitchen. It is dirty, damp, decrepit. Patches of gray mold and cobwebs all over the floor, walls, and ceiling. There is some iron cooking equipment with a chimney above it, right over here. And let's see, to the right of
Nope.
You cut out after to the right of.
Hello.
Yeah, I think we. Oh, there you are.
There it is.
Okay. Oh man, yeah. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, I had a power surge earlier, so if I suddenly disappear, that's why.
Yeah, let me see
In
what I can
case.
do, because I might need to change our server real quick. Hold on. Let's see. All right, is that any better?
I
Hello?
can hear you.
That
Okay,
sounds
cool.
good.
Yeah, I changed our server real quick. Usually that can solve a lot of the voice chat stuff. Okay, so there is a cooking range with some iron cookware and whatnot. Chimney. Next to that is a cracked and discolored stone sink underneath a window, And to the right of that seems to be some sort of cabinet or, let's see. Yeah, some kind of cupboard is what it is. It is fixed to the wall about 5 feet above the floor. There are some very busted looking wooden stairs that lead up to the second floor, and then the aforementioned door. Now, the floor itself does have some holes in places, and Toothless, you definitely know that there are things living beneath the floorboards of this kitchen.
I sense that which skitters under the floorboards. Be careful.
How does the floor look stable?
Yeah, the floor looks like it can definitely support your weight. But there are big holes here. Looks like something could probably squeeze through here, and then definitely under the stairs. It looks like there used to be a lot of like storage area right here for like dry goods and hanging meats and things like that. There's a lot of like busted flooring underneath the stairs.
I think I remember Toothless made a perception check last week. This is the stairs that went down, and he said there was skittering underneath the stairs,
Yeah.
probably. Floorboards is probably lots of stuff, lots of fun to be had.
Shall we go investigate this trapdoor, or do you guys want to make some friends with spiders?
Spiders or no spiders? Can I mend that hole in the floor? How big is that hole? You said 5 feet, or is it?
No, the hole right here. This one might be a little big for a mending spell. Mending spell is like a 1 foot cube basically. But yeah, you could try to mend this one over here. But again, under the stairs, it's really the stairs themselves and the area under the stairs has definitely been affected by dry rot, termites, all that nastiness, and it's sort of like sloughed in towards the foundation of the building. Yeah, with your professional opinion, Thogrum, is that anyone walking up these stairs has a good chance of collapsing the stairs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide in here and to the left.
Okay.
Gotta poke my head in here and look.
All right. As he goes in, Toothless, with your tooth senses, you could hear his weighty his weighty dwarven boots kind of creak down on the boards, and as he does, you can hear the creatures beneath sort of scuttling about. It sounds as though they are waking up.
They might be coming for you, Thogrum. Be careful.
I will draw a blade. I will step. What? Okay. He'll run into. He'll trip over the dwarf.
All right.
He's about to go in.
As you start coming out of the door, Skull starts heading towards the door. I need the two of you to do
slapstick routine.
Give me some acrobatics checks real quick.
I got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a good indication. Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
All right. So yes. So Thogrum, as you kind of get an uneasy feeling, you start heading out of the room, and as you do, Skull is blocking the door. You kind of crash into him a bit, and being a dwarf, I'm not going to say you get knocked down or anything, but you definitely are still in the room as the screeing sounds start. Just the angry alien bug sounds that you would associate with any sci-fi movie featuring big angry alien bugs. And we are off to the races. So go ahead. There you go. Hax's ready for it.
That was good.
All right. These are some nasty, nasty monsters.
Oh boy.
Let me double check the count here. Okay, that's not too bad. Plus, Thogrum's so tough. So,
Oh boy.
Well, good luck, Thogrum. We'll do our best.
Whoa!
Oh,
I don't see
You're so
anything.
sick of
What is
spiders.
this? Those
All
aren't
right.
spiders.
On the bright side, it is not spiders. It is coastal. Oh wow, they all want initiative. Oh my god. It is coastal centipedes.
Oh,
This is a
centipedes.
very common sight along the Sword Coast. The coastal centipede. As you can see, they are absolutely adorable. They are semi aquatic, so they do. They have been known to get up to a little swimming if the mood strikes. But yeah, they range up and down the Sword Coast. They are a climbing, swimming, creeping, crawling thing. Beastmaster Ranger, as a free action, as soon as you sense these creatures, go ahead and give me a knowledge nature check.
Okay.
With what advantage, right? Because beasts.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I found something else for you to draw.
Okay. Yeah. Off the top of your head, you're not recalling too much about them, but you are pretty sure that they are venomous.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Okay. So, let me quiet down the music, and we'll see if we can get our combat music to work without being a poop this week. I think they did some kind of quiet update to Roll20 because a lot of buggy stuff seems to be not buggy anymore.
Buggy, you say? Huh.
Yeah, haha, buggy.
See what you
Nice.
did there.
Ours are
Uh,
bugs, they're not bugs.
Oh, true, very true.
Snap.
Is bug though? Doesn't bug just cover everybody? It's not like we're calling them an insect. I feel it's like the super inclusive among creepy crawlers. It's like the dude of the bug kingdom. All right, yeah. So, crawling out from underneath the stairs is centipede number 1, and yeah, it's down for this. It is just gonna crawl up to you. How big are these critters? They are small, so about the size of about the size of like a Labrador. So if you could picture a centipede about the size of a Labrador, that's how big these guys are. So it scuttles up and it is going to, it's going to try to bite you. So let's see. I have to double check its DC for poison because the Roll20 character sheet always breaks on that one. Here we go. Cool. So yeah, here it comes. Trying to bite you. 23. Oh my.
Oh.
That's definitely
Yeah. Okay. It is off to a strong start. Go ahead and give me a Constitution save with advantage, Master Dwarf. Ooh. All right, so 7 is not. With advantage, 19. Yes, so 19 is enough. So you take half the damage, and then as a dwarf, you would take half the damage again. So you take 5 points of piercing and
So
1
down to 2 points of piercing.
Oh, right. So 2 points of piercing and 1 point of poison. There you go.
Wow.
Alrighty. The next one is going to surge out from the floorboards.
All right. I'm all right.
Eager to attack. Here we go. Ooh, 14. Not enough to get through your armor.
No.
All right. Another one. It's gonna come. Here we go.
Hello.
It's very brave of you to like tank all 4 of these monsters for the rest of your party. And then finally the last one, and you think to yourself, well, there's no room. It will crawl along the wall with its crawl speed and attack you from above.
Just gonna sigh.
Oh, but it misses terribly. So yeah, as it's trying to get you, it just sort of like tumbles off the wall and does a little roly-poly maneuver and ends up kind of over here looking around, a little confused about what happened.
Just gonna kind of look back and be like, little help.
Illyria, fascinating creatures have appeared.
Uh-huh. Alright, I'm gonna move 10, 15, and I will take a shot at this guy.
Okay.
Uh,
He is enjoying a little bit of the soft cover from your allies, but go ahead and take the shot. Ooh, a 15. The soft cover provided by your allies, that is still going to be just enough to hit.
whew.
Oh, yeah. And that is a tremendous amount of damage. Skull and Thogrum, you both kind of breathe a sigh of relief as the crossbow bolt fires between both of your legs and doesn't hit any important bits or thigh arteries or any of the other terrible things that could have gone wrong there. And it just goes right in the face of this creature and sort of travels halfway through before exploding out its back. It is dead.
Apologies, boys.
Alrighty. Anything else from Illyria?
I will, I'll move back here. His 15, 25. I'll move back to my spot right here.
Thogrum, you are up. There are 3 more centipedes remaining.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a swing one-handed.
Okay.
At this one closest to me.
This guy right here? Alright. Oof. Alright, a 14 is enough. It crunches through the centipede's carapace.
Alright, so let's see some damage.
Yeah. White and yellow guts just sort of splatter out from the creature as you smash down on it. It is defeated.
And then I'm gonna swing around and just step right here.
Okay. Toothless, you're up.
Well, buddy, let's go see what trouble they've gotten themselves into. And he, well, you can see one. Let me throw a little dart at it and see what happens. It'll be that one.
Ooh, all right, a 10. As you throw the dart, it hits the critter, but its chitinous shell, it just kind of dings off of it.
All right, buddy, let's give ourselves a little bit more space, and I'll stop my turn.
Okay. Skull, you're up. Skull, are you there? Oh, I think he said he was going to be right back. He was grabbing pizza. Okay. Tari, we'll have Skull jump back in when he gets back.
I guess going to take my crossbow out and load it.
Okay.
And then
Alright.
I am going to go to Thogrum. Something about dwarves and their hardiness and how amazing that is, and I am going to inspire him on his next. You have a 1d6 for
All
whatever.
right, Thogrum, you've gained a 1d6 inspiration die. Okay. And are you just gonna ready a shot against a like a better one? I mean, you do have line of sight to one, but between the soft cover from your allies and then the cover from the doorway, it would definitely be a tricky shot. I don't know if you want to wait for a better one or you want to take it.
Loading, not an action.
I think you can load 1 crossbow bolt per turn. The loading feature of weapons in 5th edition just slows you down from doing multiple attacks in a turn.
Okay, yeah, I will. Yeah, already in action for if I can see more than creature.
Okay, so you're gonna just ready. You're gonna have that shot ready, and then if you get a better shot that doesn't involve shooting through 2 allies and a doorway. Gotcha. All right, Skull, you back?
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Okay.
No worries. What are you gonna do?
I already had my short sword out. I'm gonna draw a dagger. I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna take a swing at this one.
Okay.
Sword.
Oh yeah, that is a hit.
And for my ally, can I get sneak attack? Because he's there.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, you wait until it is distracted with Thogrum, and you just stab it right through the head. The whole thing kind of shakes violently, and it is dead.
Okay. And then guess Alright, and then I'll throw my dagger at this one with my offhand.
Okay. And then you sort of flip the dagger to the blade side and then give it a toss. Unfortunately, as you do, the creature just sort of flattens itself against the ground and the dagger kind of skitters under the stove over here.
Uh-oh. Maybe spiders in it. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah?
I guess I'll move out of the way.
Okay.
I'll go here.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So Tari, you're still holding that shot. Okay. Haxel, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna walk in the room.
All right.
I'm sorry. Now that Skull's out of the way, I think I can probably.
Yeah, that's why I moved.
Yeah. If you want to take the shot, sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'm proficient, so.
Let's see.
I didn't.
Oh, there you go. This is a heavy crossbow you got, or a light?
It is a hand crossbow.
A hand crossbow. Okay, hold on. Yeah, and if at any point you guys need like help setting up your character sheet or anything, definitely let me know, and I can go and help you do that. Because if you haven't done a character sheet in Roll20, there's a lot of tricks to like save time, especially with the expanded compendium that you guys have through this game.
Yeah, here.
Yeah. So like when I drag stuff over, it'll automatically just add macros to your character sheet for you. And you can do that with everything from hand crossbow to your spells, all that craziness. All right, cool. So let's see. Ooh, yeah, a 9 is definitely not enough. Toothless, you see a crossbow bolt just kind of sticking in the door frame here. It did not make it into the room. All right, so Haxel, after that readied action is taken, you rush into the room.
Yeah, Haxel's gonna like run in the room and then like stop as a crossbow bolt nails him.
Right.
Like look over and be like, and then keep going. And he'll walk in and viciously insult this thing standing here in front of him.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of rises up from the floor and curiously cocks its head at you, wondering what sort of praise you're giving it for being a best boy. But it turns out that you're being mean-spirited, and it reflexively pulls back as if slapped. It has disadvantage on its next attack, and it is bloodied from the 2 points of damage.
All right, I'm gonna move 5 feet back out of the room.
Okay. All right, the last remaining member of its little troop. Yeah, you hurt its feelings pretty bad, so it is gonna scuttle after you. So it's gonna move to here, which does not provoke, stays in melee with everybody. But then, yeah, with disadvantage, it's going to lash out at you for the hurtful things you said to it. Here we go. Oh, but I don't think a 9 would hit anybody. And, yeah, that is its turn. Yeah, these guys are little glass cannons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Illyria, you're up.
Oh. I will move back over here and take another shot at that guy.
Okay. Oh yeah, 23 definitely hits. And with that, he is defeated. And that is
Pretty
the
nice shooting.
yeah.
Yeah,
And that
excellent.
is-
Thank you.
that is the end of the centipede threat. Not bad at all. Yeah, those centipedes killed somebody in the sun group. So
Oh.
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, I did 10 poison damage.
yeah, like
Oh,
yeah. Death from massive damage is the thing. If you're already low and they hit you with a big old poison, oh man, yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to Tiny Gonzo and ask him if you can go under there and get my dagger.
Tiny Gonzo brandishes his union contract.
All right, I
it's
try and
not-
I try
yeah,
and get my
not
dagger.
covered. Yeah.
Can I find my dart? I'd like it back if I can't have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys start looking around for your tossed gear. No worries. Eventually you can recover it. Find it tangled in some cobwebs, sort of thing.
Can I take some of the iron pots and pans and stuff?
Yeah, if you'd like.
Are the 2 arrows I shot, are they salvageable?
Yeah, so if you are or if you are interested in recovering arrows, a good rule of thumb is just roll like a d4 or just roll, any even number die, and on an odd number the ammo was damaged. On an even number it is still intact. Is kind of a good way to run that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so each of the iron pots weighs about 10 pounds. So you can assume that there's like a Paula Deen skillet over there, and then maybe like an actual cooking pot situation. So yeah, there's I think two of them, and also some utensils. So with some cleaning and some TLC, you could probably scavenge together a set of cook's tools from this kitchen.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and kind of like round that stuff up and kind of like
Okay.
as I pick it up, like look at it and cast mending on it and kind of improve it a little bit and then throw it in my backpack.
All right.
So should I just put cook's tools?
Yeah, go for it.
And you said about how much would that weigh? About
Well, the iron pot and the iron skillet would each weigh 10 pounds because Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, because I was using an iron skillet earlier today and it certainly didn't weigh 10 pounds. But hey, Dungeons and Dragons. And then
Parties.
yeah, and then the cook's tools. Let's see. Cook's utensils weigh 8 pounds.
And are we only seeing stairs leading upstairs? Is that correct?
So far, yeah. There is a door here on the southern wall of the room as well.
Oh, let me listen again. I'll tell you if I hear skittering.
All right. Yeah, you press your ear hole up against the door, and on the other side, you just hear silence.
I hear silence.
well, then we should be fine.
All right. Let me open it up and step back immediately.
Okay. Let's see. All right. What is revealed beyond is a staircase, stone, that leads down into darkness.
Oh,
Yeah.
ask and you shall receive.
Stones lead to darkness, I'm told.
Yeah. So let's see. What is this? This room would be called a scullery. if you were, a downtown Abbey person, I guess. And let's see. It displays the effects of damp and decay worse than most of the rooms you've been to. Fuzzy patches of colorful mold grow on the floor, walls, and ceiling. There's a large copper cask, split, discolored, and empty along the eastern wall of the room. It is underneath a window. There is a small heap of crockery shards on the floor beside it, and stairs lead down into what you would presume is a cellar.
Well, Buddy, what do you think? Should we go down this way? And he looks intently at Buddy.
Okay. Yeah. So give me a d20 roll. Yeah. So as you're kind of holding Buddy up, the soft, squishy body, eventually gravity takes its toll, and he sort of flops in the general direction of the stairs.
Buddy says yes, this is the right way. I think we should go
Thogrum,
down.
as he flops over in Toothless's hands, his eyes watch you the entire time.
I'm just gonna notably
A smile plays across his porcelain face.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump back with like a startle response, like, huh?
Yeah.
Thogrum, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that doll wants to bang you.
I think I could do with that, but maybe not any other options.
Yeah. But Buddy is definitely always looking for friends. So.
No.
But when they keep in cellars, my alligator friend. That's
Oh,
Potatoes.
potatoes,
They
spiders,
do, yeah.
centipedes,
the alcohol.
Alcohol. Then we should go down. Maybe they'll have some smokes too.
We aren't going that way. That's the front door. I suggest we use the back door we found.
Oh, so Haxel, you're already heading down them stairs. Alrighty.
I heard booze.
Okay.
And Buddy, we trust.
Am I to assume everyone is heading down the stairs? Otherwise, I will need to split you guys onto 2 different maps.
No, I'm not going down that way.
Okay, let me
That's-
move some peeps over to the other map then. Hold on a second. Haxel is going to the other map. Here we go.
I'll follow down behind him. Just on
Was
the
that
stairs.
Thogrum?
Yeah.
Okay.
The promise of.
And I'm assuming Toothless is going down there.
Aye.
Okay. So
Buddy.
Skull and the 2 ladies are gonna stay up top. Gotcha.
If shite.
Let me gather your party before venturing forth real quick. Alrighty. And they are gone. All right. Can you guys see on map number 2? Can you see anything?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I can see, but I can't see us.
Yeah,
can't-
same here.
Well, what do you guys see?
The
I
whole
see a
room.
table and some bedrolls.
Yeah, a bunch of
really?
beds.
Weird. Okay.
I see a lot of treasure.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you guys messing with me?
They trolling?
It feels like it a little bit.
No, it's the room. You can see the room, and you can see the objects in the room. Well, just the map objects. You can't.
Oh, weird.
No people or
Yeah, right here.
selectables. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Dang. That's not the room that you're supposed to be able to see. Let's see what I can do about that. All right. How about now? Can you still see the room?
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
No, not sure what we can.
All right. Good, because you're not actually in that part of the dungeon. There we go. You
Oh, yep.
guys. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
see,
great.
see some feet.
All right. Yeah, there is a dead body at the bottom of the stairs. It is dressed like the guards of Saltmarsh. Haxel, as you approach, the body begins to spasm horribly
Don't touch
and
it. Don't touch
begins to explode. I need everybody to roll initiative. Ruthless, I saw that quick move of your miniatures there. I'm gonna need you to move back here real
I
quick.
don't know. I don't know what
There
you're
we
talking
go.
about.
All right, there we go.
There
Let's roll
goes
some
there goes the
initiative.
run, guys. There goes the perfect run.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Let's see. That was Illyria?
Oh,
Or
Tari, Illyria, and me are
Tari,
still up
okay.
here.
So Tari is going to join the rest of the group down here.
I feel like I wouldn't have wanted my friend to leave alone.
So is it everybody but Skull? Is that my understanding here?
No, he's gonna sigh once everybody else leaves, and he's gonna roll down the stairs. Right? That's
Okay.
how-
Peer pressure.
Yay!
Yeah. So let me just go grab everybody then. Hold on.
Guys. Why?
All right.
They didn't hear me. Like, I'm definitely not near the bodies. I remember that. I don't know if the bodies are right in front of the entrance, but if it is, I'm up on the stairs a little bit.
No, we're
anything.
still on the stairwell.
On the stairwell, and the bodies are attacking you there. Then I'm definitely not going down.
No, they're not on the stairwell.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. I'm just going to move everybody to this map. That'll make it easier. It is cool, though, that D20 allows you to split people into different maps. All right. I'm going to pile you guys on at the top of the stairs. Those of you who are not down here when we rolled initiative, assume that you are still upstairs, but this is your point of entry, if that makes sense. All righty. Let's see. All right, so everybody that's down here, everybody should just roll some initiative for sure.
Oh,
there we go. We got some good initiatives for once.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's everybody. All righty. So let's jump into this. Toothless. Now you could totally run up the stairs. Yeah.
He would never, but he might.
Yeah, the body is it is very much like some nasty, like horror film style bloating up and rupturing, and there's just the smell of rot as you see maggots, big 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch maggots are bursting out of this body.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this.
I
And
was.
he's gonna run up the stairs.
Okay.
And he's gonna throw a dart at the body.
Okay, so you start rushing up the stairs. You rush past Thogrum, and waiting at the top of the stairs, you see the others are there. Yeah, you chuck that over there. Give you some damage. Okay. Yeah, it hits one of the maggots, and it kind of and like falls over dead. Yeah, these are super nasty. Skull, almost as soon as he rushed down the stairs to find alcohol, you see Toothless has begun rushing back up the stairs.
Yeah, I get a big stupid smug grin on my face.
Okay. What would you like to do with that smug grin?
So what did you
the
find?
stairs are a very crowded affair right now. So it is remember, difficult terrain to move through allies in 5th edition D&D. So do you want to start heading down the stairs? Do you want to stay up top? What do you want to do?
No, I'm up here. If an enemy gets near me, I will slice it. That'll be my ready action. Nothing else.
Oof. Okay. Haxel. Yeah, you were the movement that sort of alerted these creatures to their next meal. So you are definitely who they will be attacking. So let's see. There are 2 swarms worth of these maggoty creatures. Yeah, so let's see. There we go. So the first group moves on to you and begins looking for a purchase or a place to get in there. They seem to be, as a beautiful Disney movie once said, nuzzling your flesh. So let's see, what does nuzzling your flesh entail? Oh yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So they are terrible at attacking, so that's good. Here we go. Is it 14 a hit?
Yeah.
All right. Please go ahead and roll a d6 a d4 for me. All right. As they swarm over you, 2 of these maggots manage to find bare flesh, and they burrow into your body. Yeah, the pain is so excruciating that you don't even take damage because they can't quantify how bad it feels with numbers. But you now have these creatures right underneath your skin, inside you. It is a horrific experience. The second swarm of grubs attacks you. Ooh, a 3 does not hit. All right, so you are just covered from head to toe with these maggots. All right, that brings us to Thogrum. Yeah, Thogrum, it's pretty bad. Thogrum, are you trained in medicine?
No.
No, okay.
I'm not proficient. So.
All right. What are you going to do, Thogrum?
Am I transmitting? Can
I'm
people
gonna
hear me?
walk over and let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I'm gonna take a swing at one of the swarms of grubs.
Okay.
One-handed.
Ooh, all right, yeah, you go to swing, and Haxel, you through the swarm of maggots that are crawling all over you, you see Thogrum's hammer nearly connect with your skull. You quickly dip your head out of the way, and it swooshes past. All right. Anything else from Thogrum?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right, Tari. Yeah, your allies are down the stairs. I would assume, Haxel, did you let out cry of pain or alarm or anything as these things were?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you heard Haxel let out cries of pain, extreme pain, and possibly fright and alarm from down below. All right, so it would be toothless at the top of the stairs. So it'd be 10, 15. You probably hop off the stairs here for 20. 25 you could get here, and then yeah, with your action, you want to try to basically pull him out of the double swarm. It will leave you close enough that they could swarm onto you. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. You go to mock them viciously. Let's see what happens. Oh, they fail hardcore.
Wow.
Yeah. So you do 3 points of damage to them, and some of the worms look over at you as they are mindlessly sort of looking for a point of insertion. and as they do, they sort of wilt under the power of your words.
Got
Okay.
an open mic. I gotta
Anything else
mute
from
you.
Tyree? Okay. Okay. All right, Haxel, you have a point of inspiration die. Illyria, you're up. Yeah, apparently some crazy stuff's going on downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have found that alcohol and already started drinking.
Have I seen these things?
Oh yeah,
before?
so because you're a ranger, and a ranger's underappreciated class, for sure. Go ahead and just as a free action, give me a nature check with advantage.
Oof.
Ooh, yeah. You at this moment can't really recall what exactly these are.
Okay. I really hate bugs though, so I'm going to stay up here and just shoot some of them with a heavy crossbow.
Okay. Oof. Okay. A 10 is actually enough to hit them.
Are these beasts?
They are adorable little beasts.
Okay.
Yeah, 13 points of damage. Okay. Let's see. So they take damage from the attack, but being a
Right.
swarm, they don't seem to be as bothered by like a single crossbow bolt as like a singular entity would be.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right.
It's
Anything
okay.
else?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Haxel, at the beginning of your turn, each of the burrowing worms is going to deal a d6 damage to you. Oof. All right, 9 points of damage. Haxel, you are keenly aware that these creatures are burrowing towards your chest. You have a absolute sense of certainty that they are going to burrow into your heart and kill you
Oh.
if you do not get them out of your body ASAP.
Well, I've heard of eating the worm, but this is a bit much.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. What can I do with my bardic die? I guess I have to attack these things in my skin.
Yeah, so currently you could still see them beneath your skin. So you could try to burn them out. You could try to cut them out. There's a couple different things you could try to do to them.
Like, what is it, crawling up my arm?
Yeah, so let's see. Let me roll to see where they went in. What do we got here? Okay, so one of them just went in through your chest.
Mm.
Let's see. And then one of them went in through your left arm.
Okay. So can I vicious mockery the one in my chest, I guess?
Let me see.
I think I need to be able to see the creature.
Yeah, like you know where they're at in so much as they're like under your skin or whatever. You know what? In this instance, your life is literally on the line. I would say that yeah, you could try to cuss them to death before they eat your heart and kill you forever.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have them do a wisdom saving throw. If that's what you'd like to do.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, that is a fail. So the one that was headed towards, the one that was already in your chest area, you kind of feel it sort of like die in the chest area. Like it's like a lump underneath your skin.
All right.
There's still the one making its way up your arm, however.
Okay. Can I do anything else?
I mean, it's your action to use Vicious Mockery. If you move out of the swarm, they will both get opportunity attacks against you, because swarms have a reach of 0. So when you leave the space you share with them, that would trigger their reactions.
All right, I'm done.
All right. Toothless, are you trained in medicine? All right, can you give me a medicine check real quick? Yeah,
Ooh.
Toothless. Now that you have had a second to catch your breath and have your wits about you a little bit more, these are rot grubs. Rot grubs are a uncommon but deadly menace in just the continent of Faerun. They love swampy, marshy areas, particularly. Yeah. So, what do we got going on with these things? Well, I will tell you. They burrow under the skin, and then they dig their way through your body to your heart. In game terms, every rock grub under your skin is going to deal 1d6 points of damage at the beginning of your turn. If you can apply fire to the wound, that will kill them. However, if if a turn has passed since they went in, so the one like in Hax's arm, for example, they are too deep for the fire to get to. So you basically have to find a more extreme method to remove them. If these creatures can reduce you to 0 health, you do not drop to 0 and make death saves. You die because they have burrowed into your heart and killed you instantly. Any effects that can cure disease will also kill any rock grubs that are inside a person. So that is a lot of heavy information, but you just kind of recalled it as you kind of watched what was going on here. It is your turn, Toothless. What are you going to do? You can see Haxel. Haxel's kind of holding his left arm out and kind of I'm assuming shaking it maybe, or grabbing at it. So there's obviously still one in there.
And I'm guessing it would take me like an action to light my torch at this point.
Yeah, if you do not have a torch lit, it is an action to light a torch.
I mean, well, yeah. Is it dark down here?
Yeah, it is definitely dark down in the cellar.
I think he would have lit it, even though he didn't say that he did. So I'll let you.
All right. Are you able to see anything down here?
I can right now.
Okay. So somebody must have a light source. Yeah, I mean, all right. If you think you would have had it lit, that's fine.
I mean, he can't see otherwise, so he would have come down with. Yeah.
Okay.
I am definitely not down here.
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Here, we'll just put you in the corner.
I'm still upstairs for sure.
Yeah.
I think he would then kind of come down to like running down. He would even kind of like jump off if he had to.
Okay.
And he would try and burn this thing off of Haxel's arm, I guess.
Okay. Unfortunately, let's see. The opportunity is passed on that one. It is too deep inside him at this point.
In that case, he would just kind of. I think he would.
Oh no! Wait! Sorry, it has until the end of his next turn. So yeah, you can apply the torch to the grub, and do it.
Well, Haxel, I wish us both luck.
All right. If Haxel's willing, you don't have to make an attack roll. You can just press the torch to his body.
Yeah, I assist.
All right. Haxel, you take 1 point of fire damage, but the creature under your skin writhes in pain. The skin ruptures, Toothless, and you see the creature shriveling up from the heat as it bursts forth from his bicep and flops onto the ground.
I lick my tongue and step back a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, they do not make opportunity attacks because their range is 0. But Haxel drops unconscious to the floor from the fire damage. Oh. All right. Skull, up top. You gonna just hang out there? It's getting pretty nuts down there. You can hear people screaming. You can hear like the sound of flesh burning. Like it is nutso.
I can't really make a decision based on I don't see what's happening.
Okay.
But Skull will not suffer a fool, so he will stay where he's at. Ready
Okay.
in action. If I see an enemy, I will slice it. But that's it.
Alrighty. Yeah, the rot grubs going on. Let's see. Did one of them get moved to the map layer? I think that's what happened. Okay. There we go.
There's two of them underneath me.
Yeah. One of them, I moved to the map layer for some reason. All right, so both of these are gonna go. They see no reason to go anywhere else. They're gonna just keep feeding on Haxel. So here we go. These are at advantage because you are downed. All right, they are not able to find a place. Maybe they're too busy fighting with each other to get a good purchase on you. Oh, but the second swarm does. Go ahead and give me a D4 roll, Haxel. 3 more of these creatures, Thagrum, Tari, Toothless, and Illyria, you watch 3 more of them start burrowing into his body. Let's see. Yeah, left arm. Oh, neck. And right leg. Okay. Thagrum, this is horrific. What are you gonna do?
Ooh, I don't know that there's much I can do other than.
Now, I will tell you that you can, if you pick up an ally and move them, it does not provoke for the ally because it is a forced move. So if you think that you could pull him free from these tiny maggots, then you could definitely use your action to wrestle him free and at least maybe, I don't know, like get away from these creatures. Because right now, like mathematically, like he's gonna die if you don't get those worms out of him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
it's time to get him out there, out of
Yeah,
there.
he needs healing and he needs medical attention ASAP.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll try to pick. Do I have to move in their space in order to pick him up, or can I pick him?
No, you just kind of reach into the pile and just sort of pull him loose. It would just be an athletics check against their athletics check to see if you could kind of pull him free. They have a 2 strength.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I will try to reach over and kind of grab him by the leg. and try
Okay.
to Snatch him out of there real fast.
Alrighty. Give me an athletics check. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you grab him and you kind of give him a rough shake to like knock the worms loose, and you now are in possession of a Haxel.
And then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 for the rough terrain
Alrighty.
for 2 of them. And that's as far as I can get. this turn.
Yeah. Okay. Ladies and Toothless, you can see these worms writhing beneath his flesh, hungry as he is carried, I guess, fireman style by Thagrum up the staircase. Tari, what do you do? Okay. Alrighty. You can do an attack roll or a medicine check. Okay. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, with a 7, as you go to kind of plan the point of incision to sort of stab the creature and maybe pull it free, it just squirms further in to try to avoid you. All right. Ooh, healing word, smart. Yeah, because each of the attempts to kill these worms would have been a failed death save, so this definitely resets the clock just a little bit for him. But man, it is a bad scene. All right, Haxel, you are awake with 4 points of damage. There are
Thank you.
there are 3 of these creatures inside of you. If any one of them is able to kill you, it could be over here. Illyria, what are you gonna do?
I will pull out my short sword and try and stab. One is going in. I guess the one that Tari tried to get.
Okay. Whoo!
Nice.
All right.
And
All
accuracy.
right,
Ranger.
that is great.
Ranger.
I am gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say that is definitely worth 2. So as you, as you kind of line it up, you see the one that's heading along his left arm, and the one that's heading along the neck. You kind of take a deep, steadying breath, and you just lance in real quick, and you take out both of them with 1 stab. Haxel, you do take 1 point of damage.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright. So, we're at 10:30. Does anybody need like a 5-minute break or anything? Is that... No? Yes?
All right, now.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So here we go. We have to do this roll at the beginning of your turn. So let's see what we can do here. Here comes the damage. Let's see. It is a D6. Ooh. Yeah, 5 points of damage. All right. Yeah, so they the last one kind of digs deep, makes its way up into the chest, and you guys watch in horror as Haxel's body spasms and he begins kind of vomiting forth blood, shaking violently, the worm having reached its destination. They do damage at the beginning of your turn. So if you were infested at the start of each of your turns. So they were, in there before his turn started. There was only the one left, but that did it.
It's not that if he finishes his turn with 0 hit points or something like that? I thought he had to finish his turn with...
oh yeah, if a target infested by rock grubs ends its turn with 0 hit points, it dies. All right, do you guys have a means to get him back up?
Before his next turn or this turn?
Or his next turn or this turn?
It says if the target infested with rock grubs ends its turn with 0 hit points, it dies as it burrows to his heart and kills it.
Oh, I guess, yeah, he does technically end with 0 hit points this turn. If this is his turn right now, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's happening right now.
No one can reaction like healing word or anything like that.
I mean, I can cure wounds him if it's allowed, but that's up to you.
Oh man. Your turn is right there, Toothless.
I could heal him quickly.
Oh, Thogrim, could you have healed him quickly?
Yeah, I can. I mean, I'm carrying him, and I could cure wounds as touch, so I could.
Yeah. Thogrum, do you have healing word, or do you have lay on hands? Or not lay on hands, excuse me. Cure wounds.
I only have cure wounds.
Okay.
I have healing word if it would be helpful.
Hmm. Yeah, who has healing word? Toothless?
Yeah. Yes, I have healing word. I'd like to keep him
man.
alive for a little longer.
You know what? In the interest of fun and continuing, if you guys are all right with it, given how close you came and the fact that he is surrounded by healers, I'm okay with you using your reaction to heal him. Does that work for everybody?
It's fine with me.
All right.
I feel bad if I said no. So yeah. I mean,
All right, so Toothless,
yeah.
you spend as you see him start to expire, he's seizing up, he's bleeding. You dump some healing magic into him. Go ahead and give me the roll for it.
Yes. I don't know where this is coming from. Maybe my my smoking habit is finally coming in handy.
All right. You heal through the damage. He is alive with 1 HP. Toothless, it comes to your turn. What are you gonna do?
This might hurt a little bit, Haxel, but I need to bite this thing out of you.
Oh,
Whoa.
damn.
So his teeth are going to get longer than any of you have seen his teeth ever get.
Oh my
and
god.
he's going to try and kind of like just gently kind of work in like a couple of like big teeth and pull it out.
All right, is this primal savagery? Or
It
is
is.
or is this hungering jaws? Okay, primal savagery. Let's see it. Yeah, that is enough. You bite down. Give me the damage though.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Don't roll high.
Oof, Haxel, you are back unconscious again as your eyes flutter open, and through the delirium of pain, you see a crocodile-like head launch down at you, and then there's a burning, searing pain of acid, and you are unconscious again. You guys watch as Toothless bites free the last maggot that is beneath his flesh. That being said, these squirmy wormies down here are definitely still alive and looking for prey en masse. Toothless, you still have your movement. What are you going to do? To answer that question, in one session, I had a player get knocked unconscious 15 times. Yeah, it was incredible.
I'll stay here. We'll see what comes up the stairs.
All right, you gonna stay there. Skull, up top. It is apparently a madhouse down there. Are you still gonna maintain vigil at the top of the stairs?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That brings us to the maggots. The rot grubs. They're speedy critters. They have a speed of 5. So they move once and then they dash. And then the next one moves and dashes. Thogrum, you're up.
Can I? Oh,
We're having a moment here. We gotta see.
Did Haxel go back unconscious, or is he?
Oh
still
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. When he got that thing bit out of his body, he definitely fell unconscious again.
I think we need to kill these grubs.
I'm gonna. Can I hold on to him and then cast? Sacred
You
Flame?
are a dwarf, right? I think as a racial, you just can't be encumbered, or at least you can't have your speed reduced from encumbrance. So yeah, it's it's nothing to carry this this wee lad around.
Can I Sacred Flame?
Yeah, sure.
One of them. And then...
Yeah, you kind of like balance him on your shoulder, your pauldrons, and then you begin casting the spell. They have to try to avoid that with a dexterity save.
Ooh, that's
A 16. I guess they do. All right. So as the sacred flame goes off, you are just so off balance, trying to hold him and be on the stairs, and the stairs are crowded with people. Yeah, the blast just kind of scorches the stone next to them.
All right, I'm gonna take off up the stairs with
Okay.
Axel in tow.
All right. So you're gonna head back up the stairs. You and Haxel. Okay, so I will just assume that you guys are off the map at this point. So I'll put you over here with Skull. For now.
Mhm.
All right, Tari. Yeah, these critters are pretty slow. They are bugs, so they could probably climb. But you definitely don't want them anywhere on you. If they can move onto you, they will try to burrow into your flesh. No, they only get attacks of opportunity if they share a space with you. Okay. Yeah, you guys can easily outpace these things. So you're gonna just rush back up the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. Illyria.
I will do the same.
Okay, you rush up the stairs.
Yep.
Haxel, give me a saving throw against death. And then
Do I just click
Toothless.
death save?
Yeah, well, you just roll a d20, but yeah, you can just click death save and it'll roll it for you. Oof. All right, that is a failed death save. Toothless, what are you gonna do here? You gonna stand and fight? Or are you gonna join the others at the top of the stairs?
I don't know. I thought we were just kill these things. He's gonna stab at them with a dagger first.
Okay.
Primal savagery. So his
All right.
teeth are gonna get longer again. He's gonna try and bite them.
All right. Yeah, that is a hit. Ooh, for 7 points of damage. All right. You feel a lot of them kind of squelch and milt from the acid. At your discretion, you can chew them up and eat them if you'd like, because protein.
Yes, protein. I need some after that
All
fight.
The acid damage definitely doing its work there on the creatures, much better than your dagger. But there are still so many of them. There's even still, like, you look over at the empty skin sack that was this hollowed out body, and even now there's more that are sort of pouring forth and joining the two swarms.
We'll be back to eat these things again, and then he'll run upstairs.
All right, let me move you guys back up top to the other map.
And I would rush over right away to Haxel and try and stabilize him.
Okay. It is an action to stabilize, though, just to keep that in mind.
You were me,
but
and you were me. Who are you? I
I
stabbed
would
him.
assume though that you kind of let the others know, like, that he needs attention. I would hope that with all of you, that one of you would be able to stabilize him. If you'd like, I could take you out of combat, because these things are very slow.
Mhm.
I don't know if they're gonna really want to climb all those stairs.
Let's shut the door.
Okay, so you are gonna shut the door though. And then could somebody give me a medicine check to try to stabilize Haxel?
If once we get to the top of the stairs, if I'm holding him, I'm just gonna hold him in my arms. I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay, there you go.
hold him.
So, yeah, Toothless, you kind of like check on those wounds. There are a lot of them. He is torn up. Go ahead and give me a healing spell, please.
Tell him, all right, mate, it's time to go.
Oof, 7 points. Haxel, you are awake. You have holes all over your body. You have acid burns. You have regular burns from a torch. You have been stabbed with daggers and swords. You have had creatures enter your flesh. You have had creatures erupt out of your flesh. And you have had creatures gnawing on your heart. You feel horrible, but you are awake with 7 HP.
Did we get the booze?
No. Down.
So how was the
right.
front door?
Look at the world, my son.
So the bodies, they're trapped. Yeah, that's true.
Axel's gonna step away from this door.
All right.
Oh, that was easy. What should we do next?
Oh my
I
gosh.
think now might be a good time to break.
All right, do you guys want 5 minutes to kind of catch your breath, bio break, grab some drinks, all that kind of stuff, and we'll meet back in 5 minutes?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Good.
do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Haxel, if you get back from the break before anybody else, can you meet me in secret meeting?
Ooh.
Sure. I'm in trouble.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen after having like a bunch of rock grubs and just...
Maybe Buddy could help. so helpful thus
You were
far.
muted.
Oh, Buddy told us to go down there.
Yeah.
We still don't know what the other route would have been like, so it's not totally clear to Toothless that it was worse, but that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Thogrum, can you give me a perception check real quick?
Sure. What is it? There it is.
Yeah, so Thogrum, as you and Toothless were like tending to Haxel, you did have to kind of, I don't want to say you had to push him out of the way because like that would imply there was some kind of resistance, but like to get like your hands on him to get the cure wounds, you did have to move Buddy out of the way, and as you did, as you did, and you know, Toothless sort of absentmindedly tucked Buddy back under his arm. It felt like he was kind of mean mugging you a little bit as you moved him out of the way. And he did have some of Haxel's blood sort of smeared on his porcelain face from the closeness. So just wanted to throw that info out there for you. All
Thogum's
right.
just gonna kind of shudder a little bit, like.
Yeah.
Toothless will dab his cheek with like a wet something.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of like stick a little bit of your scarf in your mouth. You get some of that thick mucus that kind of builds up in the crocodile mouth, and you start wiping away the little blood stain on his adorable little cheek. So, yeah, Haxel, you look over at the doll, and the doll looks at you. Yeah, and there's that. So.
Can I just like caress its cheek a little bit?
Yeah. In a way, it feels right. It feels right. So
Always
you see,
does.
yeah, you see his little polished cheek, and you give it a little pat, Thogrum, you watch this whole scene unfold with, I'm assuming, mounting horror.
So I don't know if we've said this yet, but I was still holding on to Haxel, and like casting
Yeah,
Cure Wounds while I'm like holding him like fireman's carry. And the second I see Haxel like go to touch Buddy, I'm just gonna kind of like roll him off my shoulders.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ow!
So that
In a
was
way, that hurt worse than the rock rubs.
That was the wine cellar. I will tell the three of you, this is, or those of you that were down there, this is what you saw before you abandoned the wine cellar. You saw that there were shoulder height wooden bottle racks lining the walls. There didn't appear to be any intact bottles left in the racks, and there were shattered bottles all over the floor. So I guess add broken glass to your list of injuries, Haxel. Along the wall with the stairs, there were two large metal storage bins, but nobody got a chance to look in those. And in the center of the room was a human corpse dressed as a guard. But before you could really investigate that, it exploded. So yeah, what are you guys gonna do now?
Oh, we can always go down with lots of fire. Lots of fire.
I think
Or-
Axel likes that idea, actually. I think
Yeah.
he'd kind of be like, I mean, he'd be a little worse for the wear, but he wouldn't mind tossing a torch down there on those bastards.
Maybe.
Or
we
there's
go,
that
Yeah, maybe we go check the trapdoor. Maybe it's
Now?
All right, well, let's go.
tough call. I could
Alright.
go either way.
Toothless, with your incredible senses, you hear what sounds like a massive carpet of squirming worms on the other side of the door.
Oh,
Is there?
we could have. I hear they're high in protein. There's some worms on the other side of the door.
This one? Or where we came?
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
Worms or secret doors?
Does the door open outward or inward?
That particular door opens into the kitchen, so it would swivel towards Toothless.
Is there a gap underneath the door?
There is.
I'm gonna start walking this way.
All right. It's probably for the best.
I will follow.
Okay. Toothless, they have reached the door and are beginning to sort of force their way underneath it.
Well, they're probably going to be coming after us pretty soon.
Okay. They are still very slow, though.
I mean, we can try to make our way and ambush them as they come out the door, maybe.
Yeah, here they come. They're coming.
Haxel's not in there, is he? Come on, man.
No, he's already moved down the hall.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out why I could move down. I thought that was the door.
Now, you do realize, Illyria, that you have left delicious scorpion corpses all over the floor, and more than likely, they will stop and just feast on those.
Have they cleared the door yet?
Yeah, everyone, they are moving. Yeah, they're squirming their way under the door, and now they are consuming this scorpion right here.
Well, they
Do
are
I
just
have a
Not scorpion. Excuse me, centipede.
How distracted do they seem? Like, could we walk by them now that they're eating?
Oof, probably not. No, they're definitely going to prefer something that is not, venomous and is, nice and squishy, to the chitinous meat, covered meat of these scorpion. Or sorry, I keep calling them scorpions. Centipedes.
Toothless walks right up to the front door, and
Mhm.
what he's going to try and do is lead them outside, since they're kind of slow. And
Okay.
he's going to tell everyone else that maybe you want to go through this door, while he goes on a little bit of a chase with them.
Okay, you're going to kite them. I gotcha.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty smart, Toothless. That's pretty smart. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, so they slowly but surely begin following Toothless
Okay,
as he stays just.
I have a
within
quick
reach.
question.
Yeah.
So there are two swarms on there. There's a lot of craziness. I wasn't down there, but does one of the swarms look less swarmy? Is there less of it?
There's
there was
only
some
the one
damage still.
swarm. Yeah, the second swarm does not seem to have pursued you up the stairs.
So it's still down there.
Yeah. At this
Probably.
point, with him sort of leading it around, they are very stupid. You guys could gun them down with cantrips and ranged attacks if you would like.
Okay.
You do not even have to roll for it. Toothless has a very smart idea here.
I'm gonna.
So yeah, sort of lost and confused out here in the bright sunlight. The creatures kind of panic and begin making their way back towards the shadows of the house. But you guys just begin dropping spell after vicious mockery, and eventually the swarm is depleted.
Ugh.
That's
Get the other one, Toothless.
that's tasty. Is there one
Yeah.
more?
There is,
Yeah.
but it's probably still downstairs.
He would do the same thing then.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of
I'm gonna
invest some
open the
time
door.
to-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. So yeah, kind of offering up yourself. Maybe like if you have any sort of like meaty rations, or even just using the corpse of one of these critters, you could definitely lure the swarm of maggots up the stairs and do the same thing with them if you are so inclined.
Yep. I'll cut some pieces of them up and lure them up the stairs.
Alrighty. Yeah, so in the interest of time, I'll say that this idea is extremely well thought out. Again, these creatures are much too slow, if you are able to avoid them, to ever try to catch you. It's not like they're going to get a sudden burst of speed or anything. They are very much ambush predators. So it takes about, I'm going to say 10 minutes, but you have lured and kited both sets of grubs.
Oh, let's go down and find the alcohol and hopefully the cigarettes.
All right,
Goodness.
you guys down for a round 2 in the cellar?
Yeah. Yeah, Throgum's just gonna sigh and kind of
Okay.
Let me gather up all your minis real quick, and we'll head back down.
Don't touch bodies.
Yeah, don't touch bodies. Was that one of the pro tips that you got from your
Yeah,
your
I
best
was.
friend? Yeah.
To be
Okay.
to be fair, he never really touched it. He just got near it and it kind of exploded.
Yeah, but that's what she told us about.
True. All right, so let me move you guys down below. Oh, we almost forgot Illyria. Let's get Illyria over here. There we go. Oh boy. Okay. So back down into the basement we go. This thing on the ground over here is pretty much wrecked. They ate all available meat, and there are even like burrow marks where they went into the bones of this corpse and drained the blood from the marrow of the bones. So these were very hungry worms. That being said, the scale mail that this guard was wearing could certainly be you could certainly try to repair it if you were interested. um, there is also a longsword and a shield near the corpse that are both in good condition. The shield bears the symbol of the Saltmarsh traditionalists, so the town guard. And there is an explorer's pack, but the explorer's pack is lacking rations and water. So I will actually post up into Treasure channel in Discord what an explorer's pack has in it, so that you guys kind of have an idea of what was there. And I'll just cross out the rations of water skin. There we go. So that would be Treasure. There we go. Okay. So you guys are down, checking this place out.
Well, let's see if there's anything hiding about. Creatures, doors, etc.
Okay.
And I guess Toothless would take like a careful scan. I think especially like among the bookshelves or whatever these things are. I forget
Yeah. So
exactly.
Toothless, you start examining those things. Yeah, truth, Turi. Okay, so Thogrum, these metal canisters are empty. Right here.
Mhm.
Toothless, your very good perception. You do manage to find one bottle that had not been busted. It is sort of tucked way in the back here, surrounded by some broken glass, but there is one bottle of alcohol that seems to have survived the ravages of years and the looting of this area. There is also along the western wall a small fireplace chimney sort of setup over here.
Toothless kind of thinks himself, well, no one will see me take this, and he kind of tries to like slip it into his backpack.
Oh, okay. Give me a sleight of hand. Oh yeah, everybody saw that. No. I guess if there's anyone that has a passive perception lower than 11.
Well,
You guided yourself too. So this is super premeditated. Okay, I got it. So anybody with a perception of 13 or higher, you see Toothless kind of quickly rummage behind the shelf and then try to, on the sly, tuck something into his bag. It is a bottle with an extremely flamboyant label.
Illyria is kind of annoyed that a bottle of alcohol was worth risking somebody's life.
Mm.
I'm gonna look at him. Hey, don't worry. We can share that later. You can carry it for now.
what are you talking about? Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
All right. So in your inventory, just add mysterious alcohol for now, since you really don't have a chance to sort of look at it in detail, since you so smoothly snuck it into your bag. Alrighty.
All right. Well, here we go. Guess we can head back.
Okay.
Is everybody happy?
I feel like we're missing something. So well, Toothless with his very wise self, he said, well, let's just make sure there isn't anything hiding down here that we that might lead us deeper, given we're looking for something we haven't seen yet.
Oh, Toothless, as you step into that particular space,
Oh,
there is a terrible spooky sound that goes off, actually. Let's see.
Slime?
I didn't go downstairs. I want to make that clear.
There are hideous screams, and they are coming from the hollowed out corpse in the center of the room. They sound like the cries of a banshee or some other undead spirit rising up to kill you.
This is that
I
lich
need
thing we're talking
everyone
about.
to roll wisdom saving throws.
I am not downstairs. I did not go downstairs. I make that very freaking clear.
Okay.
Please. I'm just waiting for people to come to their senses.
I think upstairs you would still hear this. It is
That's
very
fine,
loud.
but I'm not down there.
I'll give you advantage on your save though, because you are farther away than normal.
Thank you. So it's a wisdom?
Yes. Wisdom saving throw.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to, kind of hum a little sea shanty, and sort of I didn't hear that.
I'll check the pockets of this nice coat I got.
Yeah, Toothless. I mean, it's kind of scary, I guess, but you don't see a ghost or anything.
just a human scream, whatever.
Illyria, it's pretty scary, but you don't see a ghost rising up from the body. Wow. Tari, Thogrum, and Haxel, it is so scary. Your heart, and in Haxel's case, his damaged heart that has a hole that's slowly bleeding outside his body, killing him slowly. It like almost freezes in your chest, and you look around waiting for the specter that made that sound to appear and take its revenge upon the living. You guys are essentially under the effects of the frightened condition, minus the whole you can't move willingly towards the source of your fear because you are afraid of everything right now. So you have disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls as long as you remain on inside any part of the crawling house. So you would need to just call it a day because it is too spooky for you. Or you can continue and just deal with your fear. So let me brand you with a token of scaredness. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah.
So, would the well count?
Yeah, the property in general, it's all you have kind of reached the breaking points. That scream kind of dug deep, and in that moment, there was one of those like montages of like all the horrors that you have seen. Spiders crawling into Thogrum's beard, a giant 45-foot snake dragging someone out of the side door and down into a well. Maggots bursting forth from Haxel's body after burrowing into his flesh, and so on and so forth. You guys, the three of you have sort of reached your limits, of like this is getting to be too much. Now, that being said, you can continue, but you will be at disadvantage to your ability checks and let's see, attack rolls.
How are you feeling, young man? Kind of looking to Haxel. Do you do you need to leave, or
Yes,
would you like
I need to get out of here. I don't know what to do anymore.
Maybe Buddy should be a sympathy dog.
There you go. Haxel, yeah, you definitely feel connected to Buddy in a way that you hadn't before. Maybe she's right.
Can I hold Buddy?
Yeah, sure.
Well, Toothless kind of looks to Buddy and he says, do you think you could help Haxel? He seems like he could use a little bit of assistance.
Oh, okay. Roll a d20 for me. Thogrum, you wait with bated breath to see what Buddy's reply is. And as gravity takes hold on the fluff that makes up Buddy's muscular structure, he flops towards you, Toothless, embracing you in his own way. I guess he doesn't want to go to Haxel yet.
No.
I'm sorry, Haxel. It can take a little bit of time for him to get used to other people.
All right, I've had enough.
All right. So that being said, do I move you guys back upstairs again?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely walking back
Right.
upstairs. If I'm frightened and I just saw Buddy do something, I'm convinced now that
Okay. Oh boy. All right. Back upstairs. I can't share with you the specifics of it. It is definitely keyed to this particular adventure. In 5e, the frightened condition is almost always the same, but how you get rid of it is often specific to the instance that frightened you. That being said, you have some people trained in medicine. You got a cleric. Maybe if you guys walk down the road, caught your breath, gave each other a pep talk, maybe you could kind of master your fear and get back in here. But right now, like 3 of you are shaken up real bad.
I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm not even gonna stop. Like,
Oh, all right.
I've had enough of this.
Right out the front door.
Yep,
Chase
just
after
like
my friend.
dwarven, just
Well,
stomping.
Where
maybe
are
we
you
could
going?
go to the road outside of town and then take a little break.
Stupid, ugly house. It's not even in shape. I'm tired of this place. There's so many spiders and snakes. I hate snakes and spiders.
Oh,
Sick
so I need
and-
everybody to stop moving their minis real quick.
Oh god.
So Thogrum and Toothless, as you are walking outside, you see Weasel.
Weasel. Figured.
Fucking great. Weasels too.
It is not that big. Don't panic. Don't panic. But yeah, you do see a pair of weasels, and they see you, and it is daytime though. So they are kind of watching you from their little bush essentially, and they start hissing at you as you step out of the house.
A hiss back.
All right. They definitely seem ready to attack if anybody gets too close to their lair.
Can I toss them some rations?
You could certainly try. Yeah.
Oh,
Weasel would be pretty tasty at this point.
And
All right.
animal handling?
Go ahead, give me an animal handling with advantage, Ranger. All right. Yeah, you toss some at them, and one of them sort of like snatches it out of the air, and then they kind of both sniff it, and then they kind of go into their little burrow. All right.
I told you guys there are weasels out here. Please be careful.
Oh, should we go take a little bit of a rest?
And those weasels, by the way, are the size of Illyria.
Oh my god, what?
Wow.
Yeah, they are giant weasels. They are medium-sized creatures.
Stupid giant.
So
weasels.
they're about they're about 6 feet long if you include their tails.
So-
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
All right.
Everything is trying to kill you.
The face was so cute.
Haxel and Skull, you watch the rest of the party kind of storm out of the house. Do you join them, or do you stay here, or just the two of you?
Interesting.
Okay, yeah, you've had it. All right. So you guys head out and down the road. After about 15 minutes of walking, the 3 of you who are frightened, please give me new wisdom saving throws. Yeah.
Jesus.
Tari, you're able to master your fear. Haxel and Thogrum, you are not.
Wait,
Yeah, that
can t-
F that house.
can,
As
can,
yeah.
can Toothless kind of at some point like hand like Haxel Buddy and be like, maybe this will help you. Seems like a comfort doll would be useful at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Haxel, do you think that Buddy would help you?
I think so.
Okay.
Creepy doll. I can't stand the
Ugh.
doll. Like it's gonna kill somebody. I
I'm
know
gonna-
it.
It's
I'm
a
just gonna
support doll, all right?
Ugh.
I'm gonna run after my friend. Like, it's a
Haxel,
rifle.
holding Buddy, you could feel your heartbeat kind of regulate a little bit, and for the first time since you've been raised from your life-threatening condition with the grubs, you're feeling pretty good. You're feeling pretty good. It feels good to have it feels good to have meat on your bones. You know what I mean? I think that's how everybody
Yeah.
who's alive feels. You know what I'm saying? That's not a weird thing for us to say, right? Nah. Okay. Cool. Alright.
I'm gonna chase after Fireforge.
All right. So yeah, you guys are just heading
Kinda
back to town here. Okay, hold on.
I'll grab him before he takes off.
Oh, let's not head all the way back to town yet, if we can.
Yeah, no,
Alright,
I wanted to grab him
it
and
is-
like
it
try
is,
and
it
calm
is
him
like-
down.
With the ranger, it's a 90-minute walk back to town. So I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna put you guys over here on the road. It is daytime, so let me turn on some bright light for you. Even though it's a cloudy day, we get some bright. There we go. Right? It's not so bad, right? There you go.
Go back.
Um,
I'm having
so-
a drink.
No. Just stop and breathe. Take a look at the ocean. It's okay.
Like I said, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go have a drink, and I'm gonna sleep in my own bed.
Well, Toothless has some alcohol. Why doesn't he just give you some of that?
No,
Since it was so important to go get.
you know what? I actually have some. I'm gonna sit down and I got a
All right. Yeah.
jug of rum.
Little
from-
picnic action. I got you.
and I'm just gonna take a swig of the rum I picked up from
Okay.
that one room.
Yeah, it is poor quality, sickly sweet, with a burning aftertaste. But you know what? It's doing wonders. It's doing wonders. I'm gonna assume some more time has passed, so go ahead and try again to do a wisdom saving throw to see if you can finally clear away you and Haxel the terror that grips your hearts.
I'm even proficient in wisdom.
Snuggle buddy tight, Axel.
All right, here
There
we
you
go.
go,
Here we
Thogrum.
go.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So
Liquid courage.
you guys are away from the crawling house. You're feeling a little bit better. But the sun is hidden beneath clouds, but you look out and you just see the beautiful coastline.
You know what? This tastes like shit, but you know I feel a little bit better.
Haxel's like not even speaking at this point.
Yeah. So you know, here I'll post up into chat. Kind of this beautiful view you have of the Sword Coast here. You know, as you kind of drink this terrible rum, and you cradle adorable sailor doll, and you just sort of like yeah, it's gonna be all right. It is gonna be all right. Here you go. Oh, oh my gosh, that's some high def photography there. Okay. Yeah, so it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous as you look out over the coastline.
Aw.
Yeah. All memories of the house are fading except the fact that you have that creepy sailor doll with you. And yeah, Buddy looks out at the beautiful scene. He likes yeah. All right. So, what now, guys? This is D&D. If you guys are like, no, we're done with this house. You can technically be done with this house. The mayor will find somebody else, and hopefully they can take care of the problem. And you guys could focus on some other thing that the town needs help with. So, no one is obligated to complete this mission. If there's just too much crawling going on in the crawling house, and you guys want to focus on something else, that's your biz. You just tell me what we're doing.
Since they probably know we're here, because I'm sure everybody heard that. Was that scream like super loud? Like
Yeah, it's almost like it was some sort of ward or alarm that was put into place. Is anyone trained in their Arcana skill? There you go.
She did
Okay.
tell us about the alarm.
Yeah, they told us about a lot of things, but
I think bodies was one of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
There was bodies. They have a wizard. They have 6 to 8 people. There are slimes on the ceiling.
Maybe we go and
I don't need to make a check.
We've completed one room in this entire session.
We wasted all of our information. We now have no resources left.
You've got resources. You're doing great.
Yeah, we're good.
maybe
Sure.
we go
Have some more
rest,
spells.
come back. in
I'm
like
not
a day.
afraid. I'm not afraid of humans. They don't have very big teeth.
Maybe they think we left. Maybe we return like after like a long rest or something during the middle of the night.
I don't want to. I don't want to give up on the mission because then, I mean, our reputation's gonna be shit.
I mean, there is that. There are consequences, of course, for every decision.
Yes, we need to finish this. We can't do what the kids would do these days.
Yeah, so maybe we go rest, come back under nightfall. Maybe they think we left. I mean, they know we left, obviously, I would assume. And we sneak our way back in here and go through the other door.
Oh, yeah, that other door.
Yeah, the trapdoor one. All right, I'm just gonna start walking.
Okay. So is the intention to go return to Saltmarsh for now and come back tonight, or do you guys just want to find a place to camp and just hang out until then?
I mean, I guess we could do that as
Oh,
well.
Camp, yeah.
Yeah.
Camp.
we should-
Let's view the natural world.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Camp alongside of the road. We can
mean,
keep a
it's only
watch,
like
and if anyone comes from the house, we can nab them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. I vote camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
I vote camp. on
And
that.
Axel, could I have Buddy back for this evening? You could have him back tomorrow if you'd like.
Yeah, I feel much better now. Thanks for
You're
that.
welcome anytime.
All right, Party Ranger. All the shenanigans that have taken place, along with your long rest, it's only about noon right now. So you would need to definitely find a place to rest and set up. Do you want to just set up along the side of the road? Do you want to go east into the forested area east of you?
Do I see any animal tracks that seem a little bit dangerous going into the trees?
Oh yeah, I mean the Sword Coast is a very dangerous area, to be sure. So go ahead and give me a survival check. All right, so yeah, you kind of check around. There are a
Toothless.
lot. There are a lot
Sorry.
of dangerous
Would
things that live in this area for sure.
maybe.
Oh, what's up, Toothless?
Just guiding a little bit, just in case.
Okay. Yeah. So along the Sword Coast, temperate climates, forest, coastline, all that kind of stuff. It's a dangerous world for sure. You get outside of towns, it starts to get pretty hairy. This is not even a road that is still in use. It is mostly, overgrown, sort of choked over with local, vegetation and things like that. So this is definitely a wild place. That being said, there are all manner of creatures, the ones that you've encountered in the crawling house, for example, that are situated along this area. The Sword Coast has an abundance of owl bears, for example. Those are very dangerous creatures that like to live out in the wilds. Um, and they're tricky because they're active for about 6 hours at night and also about 6 hours during the day. So they're one of them creatures that sort of like divide their life into like two sleep cycles and two active cycles. Um, an owl bear, of course, being a big bear-like creature with the head of an owl, um, just terrifying monsters. Very, very tough. Uh, yeah, they're a common sight in the more wild areas of the Sword Coast. Um, what do you see with your survival check locally, though? Um, Mm, Nothing that would give you cause to be alarmed. This is definitely well within the hunting area of that snake, and the snake is now dead. So it'll take a little while for the animals to kind of catch on that a new apex predator could probably set up in the area.
All right, guys, I think we're pretty safe if we want to head in, set up a little camp, and we can try again later.
It's good to be. Let's drink and smoke a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
So, you guys are gonna head into the woods off the main road for a little bit. Do you want to keep the main road in sight, or do you want to make sure that you are safely tucked away from view?
Could we do both a little bit?
I had the same reaction.
Well,
Yeah, I
run
mean, you could
sides of.
certainly, yeah. The road would obviously be way more exposed than you guys in the forest. So I'm just trying to figure out how deep into the forest you want to go, basically.
If wherever we stay, like if we're near the road, I'd try and like kind of camouflage wherever.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely something that would be covered under the survival skill. So you pick out a place to set up camp that's a little ways away, but still enough that those of you with exceptional vision and perception, that sort of thing, can kind of keep an eye on the road just in case you see anybody passing through. All right. I mean, it's not particularly cold today. Do you guys bother with a fire?
I lounge on a rock.
Okay. Sounds good. Let me see. Uh, you guys are gonna try to push for I guess another long rest. It would be
I
it
mean, we'd
would
have
be
to
your
stay
long.
here
It
for
would
a while.
definitely be your long rest for the day. So you kind of got your long rest yesterday, right at the tail end of it, and then you would be using your long rest up for today if you did it now. But that would take you into the evening hours.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay.
I um I will cast Goodberry and put 10, if you don't mind, Crash Gem, I'll put 10 berries into my bag
Sure. Sure. Just keeping in mind that that duration on them.
for 24 hours, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cool.
Alrighty. So you guys move a little ways into the woods, and you find a clearing that still has a good view of the bay. Uh, Go ahead and give me a watch order. Easiest way to do it is from this mark. Just go left to right with your miniature of who's on what the watch order is. If you're even maintaining a watch order, you guys could all just like crash hard if you wanted to. That would be terrible, but you could.
I'll watch.
Okay. Yeah, and if you wanna do buddy watch, just put your side by side sort of thing. So
Oh,
one
buddy?
on top,
Buddy
and one
and
on the bottom.
watching, you say?
Yeah.
Actually, we'll do around. All right, done.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, here.
I'll watch with Haxel, I guess. I'm a little
Buddy will
bit
help. Buddy will
worried
help.
about
There you
him.
go. All right.
Oh god, no.
So, all right. So that's the order there of the watch. Okay. So it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon when you guys finally find a good place that you deem safe. Illyria, with advantage from your teammates helping you, give me a survival check that I will use to determine if your camp is in fact that's a good one.
I'll throw out bardic
All
inspiration.
right. So, as you are, as the two of you are chilling, I'm assuming the other people, especially the ones that were injured, would at least want to spend hit dice, or just actually go for the full-on long rest and start getting a little bit of sleep, just kind of taking it easy, maybe a nap, that kind of thing. So, as the two of you are on watch, can you each give me a perception check, or one of you give me a perception check with advantage? Excellent, Illyria.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Or we both do it.
Up to you. You each do one, or one of you does it with advantage.
What's your bonus?
3.
I'm gonna put 4.
All right, you do it, and I'll give you inspiration for the. I can't do it for the whole hour, so yeah, I'll just.
We're all the same.
Okay. Yeah. So during that time, I guess everything's cool. Nothing unusual happens. There's songbirds singing. There's gulls, that are kind of coming in from the coast to see if they have better luck, away from the water. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything too interesting going on. All right, your shift ends. Thagrum, solo watch. Go ahead and give me a perception. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Thagrum, while you are occasionally glancing over at the road, you do see a bright orange-haired human child, wearing, making her way south along the road, so back towards the crawling house.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Do you want to do anything about it, or are you just gonna take note of it?
I'll just take note of it.
All right, take note of it. Let's see. The rest of your watch goes on unhindered, and you sort of alert the next person that they are. It's time.
Buddy nods to Thogger. Does he? It's hard to say.
Yeah. Give me a d20, d20 check. Yeah. So as you kind of hold Buddy up, Thagrum, he just sort of lunges at you.
What?
I mean, obviously that's not what happened. Like, he just sort of flops in your general direction. But God, does it sort of feel like he lunged at you? All right. So, Toothless, give me well, you could either take your passive, which is insane, or you can roll.
I'll take my insane passive perception, please.
Okay. Yeah, while you and Buddy are resting, you do hear the snuffling of some animals.
What kind of animals?
Let's see. Give me a. Let's see. Give me a perception. No, not a perception. A nature check. Yeah, because your perception was already good enough to hear them. So nature. Yeah, you can't really make out the sound. It's sort of a like a sniffing, snorting kind of sound. It definitely sounds a little sleepy almost. And it is coming from like over this way. They don't seem to be too interested in you guys.
Yeah, I think he'll like just kind of like take out like a cigarette and he'll kind of smoke and he'll kind of like look in that general direction, but won't do anything unless they get any closer.
Okay. Yeah, it's just sort of a kind of a grumbly, snorty sort of animal type sound that eventually kind of moves away from your campsite. All right, your watch is over.
Tyree, we're Buddy and I are done.
All right, Tari, it is starting to get into the late afternoon. It is still springtime, so sunset will probably come around 6 p.m. You can kind of see the shadows are starting to kind of grow longer. You guys are along the west coast, so the sun is going to be setting over the beautiful great ocean beyond. Go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch. Yeah, okay. Um just ambient nature. Nothing too dangerous, nothing that kind of comes to. All right, nice. Yeah. So just a standard collection of like bird songs and the distant crashing of waves and just it's nice. All right. Skull, you're up on the last one. And Skull, at this point, the sun has sort of dipped into the horizon, so twilight is settling. All right. Yeah. The time goes by with an 11 perception. You don't notice anything particularly interesting. And yeah, all your companions wake. You guys begin packing back up. So, what now?
Hey, not to alarm anybody, but the ginger, she made her way back.
Well, I guess we'll find her.
And maybe we probably don't give her the option this time, if you know what I mean.
She had her chance to leave. I think that's fair.
Time magic. All right.
Especially since they'll know about us now. Push.
Let's see what she's up to. There's always the possibility that she's doing something better than she was before, but probably not.
Pick up my stuff and kind of start slowly walking that way back to the road.
Okay.
Toothless follows with his torch.
How would you guys like to approach the house this front door, side door, backyard, from loop around to the well? How do you want to approach the house?
We just make our way like to the back door.
Okay.
I think actually Toothless would kind of keep his torch off, and he'd kind of like hold hands with someone to like kind of help him get him there before he had to turn his torch on inside.
All right.
Try to be like a.
So I will put you guys over on the map again. Let me dim all that pesky sunlight real quick. And yeah, you guys can kind of make your decision about what you're going to do next. Going in through the back door. So that would be the door that leads to the room that had the rug in it. Does that
Yeah.
sound right to everybody? Mhm. All right. So you arrive back at the house, the crawl.
When we start to get close enough, I want to start kind of trying to move a little bit stealthy.
Same here.
Like before we get to like beyond this little wall over here.
Sure. So what we will do is we'll do a group stealth check. So everybody should roll some stealth, and hopefully enough of you are stealthy that it sort of carries the day.
Guidance myself as well.
All right. So Toothless, guidance, I guess, before you start stealthing, but obviously not while you're stealthing, because I think
Yeah.
guidance is
Yes.
yeah, okay. So Tari, yeah, there's definitely some noisy musical instruments going on there. Skull, I mean, stealth. Yeah. Wow, yeah. So,
Hold on. I have to roll a disadvantage. I forgot actually.
yeah, Illyria and Haxel, you two feel pretty stealthy.
6.
You are sure that you did not have a stealthy approach to the house. If there was a twig to snap or a rock to kick, they were kicked and snapped. There's jangling of armor. There is a shushing of baby dolls. Just all of these things, and everyone. I think what makes it worse for the two of you is that everyone is legitimately thinking that they're being stealthy right now. So it's like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove when he's like doing his Mission Impossible sequence. It's like that. Like they are legit like in it. Like they are ninja right now, and you guys are just watching like gobsmacked by the anti-stealth that you are witnessing.
Buddy, can you help us a little bit? Psst, buddy.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna look at Haxel like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would just look at a couple of assholes like
Oh.
stealthing around.
It's like a parade.
Yeah. Thogrim, you stealthily clank up to the back door.
I'm gonna listen. Can I listen up against the back door?
Sure.
Toothless will also come up and listen as well.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You guys both did great. You listen. You don't hear anything on the other side of the door.
Can I also does that perception count as checking it for traps or anything like that?
There's two schools of thought on that. Perception and investigation. Both of them can allow you to find traps on a door, just in different ways. So as you kind of assess the situation, right? You don't perceive any magical runes or glyphs that might be on the door. You don't see any trip wires, pressure plates, anything obvious like that. So anything that would be readily apparent if you had good senses, right? That would be perception. So you don't see anything like that. Trap.
Looking through the window, and do I see anything from like the window?
Yeah, you see the rug is in place. You see the room is mostly as it was before. There's a garbage still piled up over here, broken windows, fireplace. There is a door.
I'm just gonna go in through the window.
Okay.
I think it's all clear. Let's go in, guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
And
walk in
ladies.
All right. So you kind of break what's left of the glass, and you kind of go in through the window.
That's my stealth check right there.
Yes, very stealthily smash through the remnants of the window.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
It's like a bolt of lightning and a rolling thunderclap as you make your way through.
You guys just want to go step on that banshee thing again?
know, right?
No, why would we do that? I mean, I thought we were being sneaky.
Uh,
I mean,
It's
did you see that? I came in through the window. I didn't even open the door.
I
That is
open the
actually
door.
that is pretty sneaky. Yeah. Can confirm sneaky maneuver.
All right, buddy. Open the trapdoor.
Okay.
Toothless is going to say that to him and just watch to see if anything happens.
All right.
Anything happen?
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
On 20.
All right.
10.
No. He just actually perfectly balances in your hands. Just sort of perfectly balances in your hands.
I cuddle him.
Aw, that's nice.
I'm gonna walk around the other side of the rug, grab hold of it, and I'm gonna drag the rug back.
Haxel, completely unrelated. You did feel for a second like, yeah, maybe you should open the door. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh well.
obviously, because there's a door right there, and that's how you would get into the house.
I'm gonna pull the rug off of the.
Oh, okay.
The,
Do you do it with like a magician's flourish, or do you just?
No, I'm just gonna
Okay.
just go walk around the back side of it, grab a hold of it, and just start walking slowly backwards.
You're not gonna
All right.
He's
take
stealthy.
your warhammer and just start beating it.
Rolling it up with my shield, like digging it up, like.
All right. You reveal the trapdoor.
I'll listen to it to see if I hear anything. Right from here, like not getting on top of it.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you do have to appreciate Thogram, the craftsmanship of this door. Even without the rug, it actually was almost seamless. It doesn't look like a child drew it with a crayon. It actually is like seamlessly built into the floor. Even the little inset ring, it has been sort of burnished to be like the same color as the wood around it. So it would have been a little tricky to see it. Maybe the rug helped, maybe the rug, pulled attention to it. You're not sure. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It sits flush with the floor. So Toothless, you and Buddy, you listen at the trapdoor.
Aye.
Yeah, it seems okay.
Well, he opens it.
Ooh, okay. As you place your claws upon the inset ring to open the door, there is a spooky booming voice. What does the spooky booming voice say? Let's find out. I think it actually has some script that I'm supposed to read. Oh yes, here we go. A loud and malevolent voice booms as if over a loudspeaker. Welcome, fools. Welcome to your deaths. And then it is followed by fiendish laughter, sort of to the tune of like, and it echoes and reverberates through the house. You guys are aware of this type of defensive ward, having fallen prey to it before. I will give you advantage this time on your wisdom saving throw against its fear effect, because you have experienced it before. But still, the magic of it is trying to affect you. Toothless, it ain't scary. Haxel.
God.
Yeah. Do you want to? You have luck feet? You want to use it? All right. So you're gonna burn one of them. Okay. So you're rerolling the 7. Yes, you're rolling a fresh d20. Okay, so toss out a d20 there for me. Oh, 16. Okay. Yes. Yeah, so the only person who is scared is Axel. It's so scary, man. I don't think you've ever left the floor of that wine cellar. Um, as far as like fear goes.
I can
So
I can feel the maggots inside of me still.
yeah,
Mm.
for sure.
I fucking hate this place.
That being said, Toothless, you do have it in your hand, so you could try to just wrench it open if you want.
I'll pull it open. It's
All right.
time to figure out what's down there.
You reveal a staircase. It is wooden. It looks like every staircase from every horror movie where a little doll or monster would hide under the stairs and attack your ankles through the slots in the stairs.
I wink at Buddy and I jump down.
Okay, I dig it. So let me get that going. Hold on a second. This will be exciting.
Oh
You know,
God!
I really wanted to prepare
I
another.
do everything that I just said.
All right, let's see. This is going to be some exciting stuff. I will drag you over to the map yourself. The others will need to catch up. Let's see. Toothless. Buddy. Let's see. Hmm, hmm, And okay, yeah, that works. Let's see. Oh, hold on just a sec. There's a little loading thing I gotta do because of the time of day change. So hold on just a second. All right. Okay, I think that works. And let me grab Joe Mini and bring you over here. Oh, so, Toothless, as you start heading down, you have a pretty good perception. So, I'm going to say that you acted quickly. They were not able to ready actions. So, you will roll initiative before they open fire on you. So there are three people. One looks like a wild elf, maybe a wood elf, and two humans. You can't really place their ethnicity off the top of your head. Maybe Iluskin. You're not sure. They are a little pasty.
I think they're short. They're short snouts, not long snouts.
All right, let's see. Oof. Okay. So each of them is going to go ahead and take their shots at you. And then your turn will come, and then I think we'll need everybody to probably roll initiative at that point. So you avoided the surprise round with your amazing perception, but it was one of those things that just came down to initiative rolls. Okay. Here we go. Now, interestingly enough, two
Before
of
we start
these.
this combat,
Yeah.
how do I get? I've been standing at this door trying to get in, so I would have at least been inside.
Yeah, I said I opened the door like 10 minutes ago, but you were role playing. I didn't want to
Oh,
interrupt you.
sorry. Everybody went
Like-
through the window, so I sorry. I
okay.
I forgot that the door wasn't actually opened. Here you go. There you go. And then this window got smashed, so let's move that out of the way. All right, cool. Sorry about that. All right, so down below, let's see. Yeah, so two of these, the two humans, they aim magic wands at you, Toothless. The magic wands seem to be metal, almost like a hollow tube, a short hollow tube that they're holding out, Harry Potter style. So they're aiming those at you. The elf, though, seems to be sticking to more traditional things. She has a longbow. So she goes first, and she takes she gets 2 shots with her bow. So here comes the first one.
What?
That is a miss. And then she takes the second shot with her bow. That is a hit. So
hit.
4 points of damage. All right. These two guys, they're gonna move forward. So this guy will step forward to here. Whoops, it's not his turn. Sorry. This guy will step forward to here. You can see down here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this guy steps forward to here. He aims his wand at you, and he fires his wand.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know.
Oof, 4 points of damage. You guys hear a loud explosion of sound come from the staircase that Toothless has just revealed. It sounds like a tiny crack of thunder just went off. All right, and you can see the guy begin reaching into a sort of bandolier of pouches as he reaches for other stuff. And then over here, this guy moves up and he takes a shot at you, but it is a 12, which I don't think hits. And Toothless, it's your turn, and then we can roll everybody else into initiative here.
Oh, I go
Oh my
upstairs.
Okay, so you rush upstairs. Do you also close the trap door after you?
I don't think I will, because there
Okay.
are not that many people down here. So what I will do is I will cast a dart at the asshole who hit me with his little wand thing.
Okay, sure.
I will throw a dart his way.
All right. Let's see. That is over 20 feet, so it will be at disadvantage. So an 8, the dart kind of like hits the stone in front of him and kind of skitters away.
And then I'm going to go upstairs.
And then you hear the elf as you start to go upstairs say, wait, is that one of them? And then you kind of head upstairs.
Yes, it's one of us. You're dead.
Okay. So you head upstairs. I will move you back with the rest of the party.
I will hide behind the rest of the party.
Okay.
I'm going to go behind our lovely forage cleric with all of the AC in the world and see what happens next.
Okay. Sounds good. Anyone else want to do anything? They do not seem intent on chasing you up the stairs.
Yeah, they're just gonna ready more action. They get a double attack if they're ready to action. That's crazy.
Well, remember they didn't
super
use ready to
disadvantage.
actions on Toothless because they didn't have time. He pulled the door open and just went down right away, so they didn't have time to ready any actions.
But now they do, for sure.
But now they'll definitely have time to ready some actions.
I found some of the bandits, I think.
The door is open, right? You left it open?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just yell out Ned? That was her name, right? Ned?
Yeah, her name is Ned.
Ned? Is that you?
Oh, you kind of call down the stairs then?
Oh, I didn't see her anyway. I don't think she's down there.
Yeah, I'll call it down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, so you call that down the open stairs. There's no reply.
I think we found the whatever they called them. Bandits, pirates, looters.
So who's for trying the other way, maybe?
If only there was an individual with very high, with very good armor who could go down first.
That's true. That's true.
Against.
You're afraid of 3 humans? 3 puny humans?
Okay, so here's just a question. Can we walk down the stairs taking the dodge action?
Oh, totally.
If not, then no way is he going down there. Yeah. So, Balgrim, if you want to go down there, you take the dodge action. I'll have disadvantage to hit you, and you have pretty good AC. That is an option. Either way, there's no point in going down now, because they're just gonna one-shot us.
Yeah, I would do that. I would take the dodge action and go down, because I don't see them hitting me with it. But especially if Toothless is gonna
if he's going to, I'll follow behind him and doing the same. because we're not
Follow
technically in
behind you, but I
initiative.
just can't-
Yes.
But I just can't.
Are we in
lead.
initiative
I
or
don't have
not?
quite the AC that you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a dodge action and. All right, boys.
Okay.
Daddy's coming.
We're all going.
So what I'll do is, like before, I will stack everybody at the top of the stairs. Thogrum will go first, and then as your initiative count comes up, you will essentially enter the map. Does that sound good to everybody? Oh,
Okay.
Toothless,
Sure.
stop running away, buddy. I gotta grab you. There you go. All right. So here we go.
So I was thinking about maybe rolling a monk, but
All
My
right.
friend, no.
Thogrum, you are the first one down. You are the one they're going to take those readied shots on. So let me take those ready shots. They will be at disadvantage because
right,
you
boys.
have strategically, used a dodge action. Very smart. Here we go. So there are two guys nearby. Thogrum, do you have proficiency in tinkering tools?
not tinkering, just proficiency in smiths and carpenter's tools.
Okay. Go ahead, because of your religion, go ahead and give me a smith tools check real quick.
You know what? I have proficiency in them. I don't have them though. I only have.
No. I'm just basically going off the fact that you have this knowledge. So roll intelligence and then add your proficiency to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So Thogrum, these are not magic wands. These are firearms. And firearms come from the island of Lantan, where the gnomes and their allies, all stalwart worshippers of Gond, have mastered an alchemical substance known as smoke powder.
All right.
To the best of your knowledge, this technology is not usually allowed to leave Lantan.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe they're smuggling it. I don't know. Anyways, they take shots at you. First and foremost, longbow with disadvantage. Here we go. Ooh, that's a 19 for 7.
My 19 is AC is 19.
Okay. The other two with disadvantage are gonna fire their pistols. Here we go. Oh, that is a miss, and oh my, just missed a critical, and your shield managed to catch that one with that 18. So you only took the 7 points of damage.
So
And
reduced
now-
to 4. So I only take 4 from it.
All right.
Or take 4.
So everybody can go ahead and roll some initiative for me.
So okay.
Alrighty. Let's see what we got here.
I rolled a 7 earlier and can't roll again.
Okay, hold on. Ooh, try again.
Oh, can't.
Okay.
You just roll
Here,
the old-fashioned way, if it's helpful.
what did you roll for initiative?
A 7.
7. Okay. There you go. Alrighty. Right off the bat, Skull, you're up. Do you want to push past the dwarf and enter the stairs, or do you want to wait? Okay. Is that Tari?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did you get? 19. Okay. So you would actually go first. Do you want to push past the dwarf, or do you want to wait? Okay. All right, Skull. You want to wait, or you want to push past him?
No, I'll just go in. I'll go.
All right.
I want to. Would it take my action to look around for some kind of traps as I get towards the end of this floor?
To do an active perception, it would. That would be a search action. Otherwise, you would have to rely on your passive perception.
Okay, I want to guess. I don't have any traps right here. So I'll go. Here.
Yeah. So if you kind of quickly push past the dwarf, you can cast Bane and then shuffle back up the stairs. That would definitely be allowable with your action. All right. So you're gonna cast Bane on all 3 of them because Bane targets 3 people, and they have to
Happening.
make what kind of saving throws? Wisdom.
Wait.
All right. Let's see.
Charisma saving throws.
Oh, they're charisma saving throws. Oof, that's nasty. I don't really get to see Bane cast too much. Here we go. This elf is going to try. And then the 2 smugglers are going to try.
Oh,
All right, so one of them made it, 2 of them failed. So they are Bane.
Nice.
Okay. Well done. This guy down here made it. But I'm gonna put a little skull on them to let you know that they are baned. Alrighty. So Skull, now that she's kind of pushed past and done that, what are you going to do?
What does Zane reduce their ability checks or just their attack roll?
Their attack roll gets reduced by 1d4.
I think it's the
All right.
saving throws, attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, right. Attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay. 1. Guess I'll go here, and I want to try and shove this guy prone.
Okay.
Or if I can, I want to pull him over here.
Yeah, do a opposed grapple with him. So that'd be your athletics against his acrobatics or athletics. He'll go with acrobatics. Oh my God.
Yeah, try that, buddy.
Yeah. So you basically pick this guy up and sort of drag him along the wall and deposit him right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, his speed is now 0.
Oh no, I shoved him. I do want to try. I do want to try grappling him though with the bonus action.
Oh, okay. Yeah. A grapple as a bonus action, is that off of a feat that you have?
Tavern
or-
brawler.
Okay. Yeah, so it'd be another athletics check. Okay, yeah, so he is, you have knocked him prone and are also grappling him.
Okay. Yeah, and then I will also, as a free action, I will also drop prone.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just
You
wrestle him to the
just kind of
ground.
like do a little elbow drop on him on your way down.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
That's my turn.
Illyria, dwarf is currently guarding the party at the top of the stairs. Do you want to push past him?
Yeah, I'll just past him.
Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, so 15 feet to move to here, so that you can kind of see what's going on.
Okay. And
Yeah, there is a wild elf and 2 humans. They all seem to be armed.
I take a little bit more hatred towards somebody that's like me and trying to shoot at us. So I'm gonna
Wow.
shoot at her.
Okay, go for it.
Bigot.
Yeah, all right. Pump action, heavy crossbow. That is a hit.
Oh, not the beast. I forgot to take that off. Sorry.
It's all right. It's a little insulting. No, it's fine. She takes you kind of clip her in the arm a little bit, and she calls you a very inappropriate word in Sylvan, and kind of spits in your general direction. So apparently she has similar feelings.
Father smells of elderberries.
Yeah. All right, Illyria, you still have speed. If you want, you could run back up the stairs to not present a target to these guys, and just leave Skull and the dwarf to take the shots.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
All right. So down here on the ground, oh man, he will go ahead and try and shoot you up close with his pistol. Let's see. Here we go. It's at disadvantage. So a 10. So the weapon kind of goes off. It hits the wall, and a big chunk of stone just kind of off of the wall. He is still grappled by you, but he did not manage to hit. All right. That brings us to Haxel.
I'll insult the Sylvan lady down here.
Okay, so you kind of peek over the dwarf's shoulder, and you attempt to hurt her feelings. All right, let's see if she makes a save. She does not. Turnabout is fair play, I guess.
I will meekly and fearfully go back behind everyone else.
Okay. Yeah, like a very small chihuahua barking at the dogs that go past its house. You you deliver
like
your
shaking.
message behind the wall of dwarf, and then go back upstairs.
You've got a
all right.
stupid face.
So she has disadvantage and Bane on her, so this is going to be a very bad attack roll for her. Thogrum, you're up.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna. So this dude is standing up.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna run next to him and kind of like just swing a warhammer.
All right. All right, you come clanking down the stairs, warhammer ready. Oh yeah, that is. Let's see that. Yeah, so skull. There is suddenly like a Gallagher watermelon sort of effect as this pirate, this smuggler, his head is smashed between a warhammer and this stone wall. He is dead.
For holding him for.
Dogram, you still have some movement. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move. Let's see. That's. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna stay right here.
Okay. All right. This lady sees just how many of you there are, and she is feeling horrible from the ongoing effects of the Bane spell and having her feelings hurt and everything else. Yeah. So she walks over to this what looks like a little like fireplace to cook, and you see her kind of crawl in there. There is the sound of grinding steps. She goes through a revolving door.
Do we hear a banshee scream?
Yes, you hear a horrible scream as if from a banshee or a spirit rising from the dead.
I'm already scared, so whatever.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, that brings us to this guy. This guy sees that she has fled, and that it is a long way to go, and that there are a lot of you right here. Oh boy. He make it? He's gonna try to make it. He's going to make a run for it. So he's gonna run. And he'll use a dash action, and he too will kind of push through. It slows him down a little bit, and that is his turn. You guys are keenly aware that there is definitely a concealed door in this fireplace. Toothless.
Well, that was. Let's see. 5, 10. So if he dashed, go over here. I go through by myself, and he'll kind of wait.
That brings us to the end of the round, and I think at this point we're at midnight, at least for the East Coasters. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll stop right there, mid combat with them, sort of fleeing from you guys. Your superior number and ability to withstand friggin' barrage, a firing squad, definitely made them rethink the situation. So let me move you guys back to the start page. Alrighty. Yeah, we will continue this next week.